Welcome to Science of Sound 4, the fourth in a four-part series about the nature of sound vibration as seen by the awakened Indian masters and the Kabbalah. The fourth mode of vibration is a consciousness that gives birth to all other modes of vibration. From here, all other modes of vibration are generated. In India, there is a sutra that talks about this perfectly, and it says, "This is the whole, this is the whole. From the whole becomes manifest. Taking away the whole from the whole remains. Peace, peace, peace." So in the fourth mode of vibration, we access the conscious vibration within every single being and aspect of the creative process. This is a quantum wave moving through and connecting everything in creation. It is in all creation. It is a living within life, within all creation that creates everything. This self-generating ground state of the universe is continually renewing and perpetually rebirthing itself in every single moment. It is simultaneously the zero-point field that encodes all information and the quantum wave that is moving throughout all creation. We access this when we are in total resonance or love with all beings. This then becomes a wave of bliss. When your totally coherent heart, body, mind, and nervous system flows in quantum resonance. This quantum resonance is the same resonant vibration that is in all life forms, which we know in India as Namaste, because the same wave flows through you as it does through me. This quantum wave is silence and all possible vibration in motion, the constant humming in all life, a throbbing tremor, spontaneous, fluid, a whole, full, infinite consciousness, primordiality creating, unfolding the undulating, vibratory wave processes in the universe and in our bodies, minds, and souls. This wave is pure joy and delight, the pleasure of light. It is joy that has no reason to be joyful. Just by its very nature, it is. It is bliss. Bliss that has no reason to be blissful. It just is blissful. Pure orgasmic aliveness overflowing in being. This endlessly moving, resistance-free wave is where all possibility and creating dance and play. This is made conscious for us when our feelings, emotions, minds, nervous system, heart, and sexual energy are free, fluid, and agile. When we are fluid, we can experience our feelings without attachment, wallowing, or self-punishment. We can be touched, moved, and inspired by this wave. To live in this wave, we follow our innermost urgings and passions, our true callings, our inner voice. This flow of life, this quantum resonant wave is always here. To access it, we have to let go of our filters, our conditionings, and our sense of separate self that get in the way of this creative vitality bubbling forth. Connecting with our bliss and our joy is a step to flowing with this wave, with this song that is always singing. Here, self-expression isn't trying to complete itself. We impose that idea because we generally do things with some kind of a limited goal. But in a quantum wave, we are being and doing something with the infinite, which doesn't have a limited goal. It is an infinite journey with no destination. This universal sound current wave is moving throughout all creation, throughout all living beings, throughout all life. It interconnects us all and is within us all. There is nowhere this sound is not. It is always and already here. In India, this is known as the Om, and in the West, it's known as the Shem in Aramaic. The organic technology within our brains, nervous system, DNA, and heart is the interface through which we access this universal sound of infinite and perpetual creating. In both East and West, certain vowel sound combinations were used to access this wave of the universal sound current. In ancient Egypt and the Kabbalistic traditions, these vowel sounds were deliberately obscured and left out in written transcriptions. In India, these vowel sounds, which are the purest sounds found within all languages, are revealed in Sanskrit sutras. To access this universal wave current, we have to understand, as Einstein said, that time and space and gravitation have no separate existence from matter. Physical objects are not in space, but these objects are spatially extended. As Einstein went on to say, since the theory of general relativity implies a representation of physical reality by a continuous field and wave, the concept of particles or material points cannot play a fundamental part. So in this fourth mode wave, there is no particle-wave duality, no difference between you, your body, and the wave that connects us all. There is just a spherical standing wave, a toroidal pattern, where the wave center creates the appearance of particles. The wave motion of space is a cause of change and time. As David Bohm says, the notion that all fragments are separately existent is evidently an illusion, and this illusion cannot do other than lead to endless conflict and confusion. As Einstein continues, the human being is part of the whole called by us universe. We experience ourselves, our thoughts and feelings as something separate from the rest, as a kind of optical delusion of consciousness. This delusion is a prison for us, restricting us to our personal desires and to affection for a few persons nearest to us. Our task must be to free ourselves from the prison by widening our circle of compassion, to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature in its beauty. For the true value of a human being is determined primarily by the measure and the sense in which they have obtained liberation from the self. So here Einstein is talking about the liberation from the self, freedom from yourself. Enlightenment doesn't come to you, it comes when you are free of yourself. In the universal wave, we understand our true, extended nature as a wave flow. And we find the origins of everything by looking, feeling, becoming, being, accessing the wave structures flowing through space in the entire universe. In this wave, everything flows. In quantum physics, the void or the vacuum and all distances within this void and vacuum no longer exist. Not even 1 second passes from the time you leave a star to come to Earth. For in this wave-form universe, the distance from you to me, from me to the stars, from you to the stars is 0. Nothing separates you from all that you see in the universe. In fact, You are everything that you perceive around you in all directions. There is no separation in the wave, in the fourth mode of vibration. So in the fourth mode of vibration, the beginning of the universe was created through a vibrational wave pattern, which then generated the current complex structures that we live in. This sound is always and already here, and it flows in currents of sounds that flow throughout the world and your body. Aligning to these sounds every day allows you to instantly access this divine blueprint and enter the flow of the quantum wave. There is nowhere this sound is not. It is already here. To access it, we can use the universal sound syllables as a gateway into this universal wave. These sounds are found in the sacred languages and are keys to open us into this universal wave. By practicing this every day and by releasing and letting go what stands in the way of this wave, which is only your own identity, your own memories, your own traumas, your own wounds. By releasing all of this, we can naturally start to flow with this wave. And even in this silence, there is motion. Even in the vibration that is within all things, there is a movement in this stillness. And in this stillness and movement which exists at the same time, we access and enter this ecstatic wave. In this wave, the you or the I can never be fulfilled. Why? One can try to fulfill oneself, but this is a never-ending wheel that will always keep you running round and around like a hamster on a wheel in a cage. When one realizes what is always and already here, there is no need left and nothing to fulfill. This is when you can enter the universal wave, because you understand and realize that the you will never be free. Enlightenment does not happen for you. You become liberated from yourself. Paradoxically, you have to find your own sound signature first as a gateway into this universal wave flow. And then one can let go of your own sound signature, yet still retain an echo of this as it is part of everything as well. Such is a quantum realm where everything coexists in equanimity. Namaste, namaste, namaste.